What's going on, everyone? Okay, so I figured it's about time that I'm almost out of frame. Figured it's about time that I make an in the bag video because I've never made one before. Here's the thing about this video is I tried making it not too long ago with the microphone on the hat, but the microphone wasn't connected the entire time. So I'd be like looking over here, talking at normal volume as you would like talking to another person. Because right now I'm talking kind of loud, so you couldn't really hear me, and it kind of sucked. All right, well, I don't want to do too much yapping in this video anyways, but to get it started, this is a Hand-Eye Mission Rig bag. I like it a lot, to be honest. My only gripe is that there's no mini pocket on it, so I just kind of have to use one of the side pockets, but I mean, that's literally whatever. Otherwise, Mission Rig bag, Hand-Eye, it's a good one. Okay, so the way I plan on doing this in the bag video is I'm gonna throw around out here at Jesse James. If you've ever played Hobby Hill, this course is very Hobby Hill, but it's country, in my opinion. Anyways, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to throw every disc in my bag during this round, but the thing about it is once I throw that disc, I cannot throw it again. And it kind of forces me to throw all the discs in my bag. I guess the only thing about that is I can throw a disc a second time only if it's right after I just threw it. So I can go like defender if I wanted to. I don't think I'm going to out here at least. And I can use my putting putters all the time because those are my putting putters, and I'll get to those soon. Okay, so we're just gonna jump right into it. No warm-ups or anything. Hopefully I don't hurt myself. Okay, so this is hole one. It is, the T signs are backwards. It is 270 uphill, and I think I've always gone verdict here, but I recently switched that for a fugitive, so I'm going to get a fugitive there, hopefully. I actually don't know if I can get this there with no warm-ups. Oh, I'm stiff. Oh, it's rising, look at that. Oh my gosh, that was a great shot. It's a little windy, so I hope you can hear me, but this is a really good shot. We'll start with a birdie. Supreme Fugitive, first disc. Hole two, I've always thought you can throw the same disc, like you just did hole one, and you can kind of see the band over there. I'm gonna lift this up way high. I'll try to do a zoom in on the editing, but it's over there. All right, so just like that, Fugitive, we've already introduced it. It's out the way, I can't throw it again. Now we're gonna throw a Lucid Evader, because similar distance, like I said, but I mean, it's flat, little headwind. We're going with the Evader. That was terrible. That was really like not the line at all. I tried to keep that below the wind so it wouldn't just take off, but I think I just punched it a little too hard, too straight, and that was bad. But that's how the Evader flies, kind of. Okay, this isn't the worst place to land because I mean, I got nothing in front of me, downhill putt. We're just gonna try to step it with my putting putters now, the Supreme EMAC Judge, and they're doing me good work so far. That's my first putt of the day. Oh my gosh. Like I said, there were no warm-ups at all. I just wanted to get out here. I'm on kind of a time crunch, but that was my first putt of the entire day. That was a good 65 probably, downhill playing like 55. Hole three is a weird shape. T-pads there, you're throwing kind of over this little hill crest, and you can see the basket through that gap down there a little bit to that right side. In the past, I've gone with the Vandal. In the past, I've gone with Getaways. In the past, I've gone with the Lots. Two of those discs are in my bag, but I'm gonna go with one of them for sure. Well, it kind of sucks that you can't really see the basket. Otherwise, you'd have to be like over there on top of the hill to see the basket. But it's a straight shot. I'm gonna go with a Fusion Burst Getaway. Try to hit the gap. Once I hit the gap, I don't really care where I go after that. I just need out there. Oh, it got out. That was a good shot, actually. Walking up the hill, you see the reflection of the disc up there. I think I'm just outside the circle. Basket to the right side. All right, Supreme X. Dang. I was gonna say, if I made that putt, starting 3 for 3 usually is really good because nobody ever really gets this one after going 2 for 2. So, darn it. Okay, well, after 3 holes, we've gone Supreme Fugitive, Overstable Mid. We've gone Evader, look kind of straight. It's supposed to be like a kind of overstable. It's like the Fugitive, but if it was a 7-speed. And then Fusion Burst Getaway, my straight 9-speed, one of my straight 9 speeds. And that's 3 discs right there in my bag. Here's the tee pad of 4. I'm standing in front of the tee pad and the basket is gonna be up this way. It is pretty much either a forehand or a lefty backhand. There is no way that a righty backhand can get all the way up there to be in the circle at least. Plan is to take this Lucid Felon. It's kind of like your standard Felon flight, I would say, is what this is supposed to be. And we're gonna go forehand. If you see it get to the right, then it's good. If it's left, then it's not that good. Oh boy, it's gonna miss it. It didn't. Well, it kicked but kept going forward. All right, well, this had no business in getting as close as it is. This is probably, again, just outside circle. Uphill, though. Darn it. It's not often that I hit band twice in a row, so I'm not mad. So 5 is very different. Here's the tee pad. Fairway straight ahead. You want to go sharp left. Like sharp left. I mean, tee pad will show you. Of course, you're throwing here. You got to go down it almost kind of backwards some. So realistically, the basket is like over there, which is interesting. So this is going to suck because you can't see the basket off the tee shot, which is unfortunate. I'm sorry. But we're going to go for a skip play. We're going with my most overstable Enforcer. It's a 12-speed, really pop top. If I had a microphone, you could hear it. Yeah, we're just going straight ahead. Hope for a skip. There's some morning dew out, so maybe it'll happen. Too far. It skipped barely, but it's too far. Probably gonna be a par. Yeah, we went way too far in there. I don't know if you can see it or not, but that's it's way in there, and the basket is over there. So, shoot. To be honest, I'm gonna cheat my rules a little bit. I'm gonna use my rules. I'm gonna throw the same disc and get out of the woods. Maybe I'll get in the circle. This is terrible. That was so bad. There was not even a roller line, to be honest. Are you kidding me, dude? That's crazy. 6 is another sharp turning shot. Tee pad back there. It's going to be a forehand, and the basket's going to be over there. When I get back to the tee pad, you will see how sharp of an angle that is. But this one's actually gettable, unlike the last one. Last one's kind of gettable with like a lucky shot. So on the last one, we went with my most overstable Enforcer. This is going to be my most overstable Felon right here on a forehand, inside of this big tree, of course. Hope we can get a skip on that spine up there and try to get it in the circle. If it gets below it, oh, that's great. That's great. Great shot, backside of the circle right there. Bounce back birdie. We call those triple Bs, bounce back birdie. That was a terrible joke, I'm so sorry. Voiceover Brett, take over. I'm playing through somebody. What's going on, guys? Voiceover Brett here, making my little debut. That was a strive, and it did not fly like I wanted it to. I wanted that to flip up and go to the right more. I'm not a fan of the shot. And I did throw my approach, but I kind of forgot to record it. Freaking stupid me. I threw a Classic Blend Judge with a LaRon Harris stamp, so shout out Who Man.
Got a 3 right there, but what I'm going to do is going to go by my rules, pick up that same judge at the basket, going over to hole 8's tee pad for a little backhand turnover downhill. Pretty short hole. And go right over top of the basket.
Right over top of it.
Like I just said.
Okay, I appreciate it, you guys. Well, as I'm sure voiceover Brett just explained, I forgot to record my little backhand approach, but I threw Classic Blend Judge, and I just threw the same Classic Blend Judge off the tee, and so we got a birdie putt here. I went right over the top of the basket on that tee shot. Okay, still in slight hustle mode because the people I just played through are about to finish that hole that I just got a birdie on, which is sick. But we are on hole 9, standing on the tee pad. I actually really like this hole, and it's over there. It's just a little approach forehand. So I have ditched the yarn, and now I'm going with a Z zone. Shout out Evan, my coworker, for finding this little trade-in for me. I love it, and I love the feel of the zone, and we're gonna go forehand, let it get over to the right. That's perfect. Oh my God, I thought I made that for a second. Well, this was a great shot. This is a birdie for sure. I almost missed that. Okay, here we go on 10. This is probably one of my favorite holes out here. It's the first par 4 that we play. You wanna go straight ahead. You could get aggressive with like a distance driver or fairway driver straight, but I don't do that because I'm smart. I'm gonna go flippy mid over to the right side, and it's just gonna shoot all the way back uphill. We're going Svea, Kastaplast Svea, and I love this stamp. It is a very funny stamp. That was perfect, actually. Okay, some decisions are getting a little thin now that I've used this throw it, you lose it sort of thing. So that's all I really needed out of the Kastaplast Svea. Just a little flip over backhand. This is gonna be a Lucid Warden for the straight approach. You wanna hit this gap. The basket is a little bit to the left, but I mean, if you just throw it straight, we'll be good. That's gotta be perfect. That's gotta be perfect. That has to be a birdie. There's no way that's not parked. I told you. I almost wanted to spit out. That was kind of weird. Again, we're in this kind of middle ground of the fairway, middle of the fairway. I don't know why I didn't just say that, but the basket's there. Tee pad's over there. This is a par 3. And I realize I'm running out of holes to throw my distance drivers on because not a lot of these holes call for that. So I think I'm gonna try a distance driver here. Even though it's 196 feet, I think I'm going to throw another Enforcer. We'll see what happens. Okay, we're going Gavin Rathbun Enforcer, Orbit Enforcer. Up high, try to get around this little small tree out there and let it get to the left. That was very wide. I didn't hear anything. I thought that could go in for a second. Okay, I went way too far. I'm over there, and I don't know if we're gonna make this. I kind of got this little sign to deal with. All right, we're going to jump this one because we already made one. Right, that's my humbling. I didn't hit the band finally. 12 is pretty dang standard. Tee pad there. This is probably like 200 something. Tee pad, or sorry, basket over there. I've saved my Justice for this forehand out wide, and it's really overstable, so we'll see if he can get there. It actually took me a while to realize why this Justice had the Batman die on it. I'm kind of slow, so. I know you couldn't see where that landed, but it was a good flight. Just kind of felt like leaving the camera back here. You get to take in a little bit of the scenery because this is a very beautiful course. Okay, to recap the bag, now that we've gone about halfway through, I would say, Here's what we've got so far. Z Zone, 2 Enforcers, 1 Fusion Orbit, 1 is Lucid X, Lucid Evader, Fusion Burst Getaway, 2 Lucid Felons, 1 is really overstable, 1 is just like your stock standard Felon flight, Supreme Fugitive, Lucid Justice, Classic Blend Judge, shout out Human, K1 Castoplast Svea, Lucid Warden with the Iron Man die, that's super sick. And then of course we've been making putts with the Supremac judges. So like I said, we're halfway through. Let's get some more birdies. Here is probably one of the shortest holes on the course. I think this is hole 13. It's downhill. Tee sign says 165. So we are going to throw a putter up high down this right side, try to get an ace. Okay, we're gonna go with a classic Jury. Like I said, a little up high on this bigger right side gap and hopefully get left. Maybe we'll get an ace in this video. We've gotten kind of close. That needs to drop. I thought I did it, dude. That was the perfect line. Birdie. Oh my gosh, birdie, Jury. That kind of rhymes. Here we go for 14, tee pad here. This hole is pretty hard actually. Very uphill, basket over to the right. I'm going to try to get a forehand up there because I have 2 discs that I want to save for one of the upcoming holes that I could throw here. I'm also kind of realizing that I'm kind of running out of holes to show more discs, and I might just throw some multiples because why not? I'm just trying to have fun. Okay, this is going to be a flippy Lucid Defender into a headwind. Let's see if we can get up there. Wow, that went nowhere. My gosh. All right, like I said about throwing multiples, I'm gonna do that. This is a Biofusion Defender, a little bit more overstable. Maybe it will do better into the headwind. Yeah, I would say it did. You know, I was actually kind of waiting for a moment like that to where I make 2 good putts in a row to say that I've become a much better putter over this past spring, and I'm very proud of it. So I hope that's proof. Okay, I'm gonna try something stupid. Tee pad's way up there. This is hole 15, par 3. I'm going to throw a straight mid-range at the basket, except I'm gonna do a little zoom in. Maybe it will look cool. I hope it does, we'll see. Okay, the straight mid is an Opto Compass. Skipped a little too far, but we can make that putt. Okay, welcome to hole 16. We're throwing on a mound, and the basket is straight ahead on another mound. And we are going to throw the beloved. I've been waiting for this shot all day, honestly. The Opto Keystone. I don't know why I'm holding it like this. I think it's because I'm trying to cover my phone number. Opto Keystone, straight as possible. Let's see what we got. Oh, we got a turnover. It's starting to get beat in. Oh my gosh. That was bad. That was not good. Oh no. Dude, I've been waiting all day to throw this tee shot, and a little headwind comes out of nowhere. And the Keystone does not do good in headwinds. So, dang it. That is very upsetting that that flew like that. Man, that almost did not matter at all. That would have been awesome. 17. This is my overall favorite hole out here. It's a par 4. This is where you really get to actually rip one. So you already know what we're gonna throw. We're pulling out the elusive Lucid Defender and
throw it flat. It's a long par 4. Like, you can't even see the basket. It's way up there and around the corner. So we're just gonna throw a straight shot. That was really good. That was an incredible flight.
So I'm still walking up, oh, well, I found it. I was gonna say, I'm still walking up the fairway and I haven't even got to the disc yet. This was a crush. There's a basket over there. I probably threw this 430, probably, which isn't the farthest, but it's far for me, considering I haven't been throwing hard today. And that's a smash. So now basket over there, and I think I've used all my approach discs, so I think I know what disc I'm gonna throw. So we have a little bit of a Spike Heiser action to this second shot here. This is probably like 190 feet, honestly. So, you know, we're gonna throw another Defender, another 13 speed over here. I'm honestly trying to make an eagle right here and just crash the chains. It's not wide enough. I mean, fine shot though. All right, favorite hole out here. Always nice to get a birdie on it, which is super cool. I don't know what my score is, and I also know I haven't really shown every disc. I'll do a little speed run at the end of the video with the discs I haven't used, but we're throwing good shots today. 18 is kind of tricky. It's really tricky, to be honest. The basket is just a straight shot. This is probably, well, what's the T sign? The T sign says this is 326, and I am not buying that, actually. I'm gonna say this is closer to 345, to be honest, which not the biggest difference. But like I said, straight shot, so we're gonna throw a Lucid Getaway over on this bigger left side. Throw it flat, maybe it'll turn some. Needs to turn. It didn't. I hit the fence. That was bad. Okay, I'm gonna try something different. This has to be like a really hyzer shot. This is a Vandal. Same line pretty much, just throwing on much more significant hyzer. Let it get to the right. Oh, okay, hey, that was great. If it didn't hit that, I thought that was gonna go in. lots of good ace run shots today. Well, I abandoned the Getaway way back there because that wasn't a good shot, and the Vandal was great. So, you call that a birdie. Sweet, well, that is the video. Thank you for watching, and I did say there were some discs that I did not show, so I'm gonna do that. Here we go. I did not throw Orbit Felon. This is my flippiest of my Felons. I have another Lucid Evader that's a 168, and it's pretty flippy. I got two Sergeants, which I usually throw for like straight control shots. Imagine it's like a PD, you could say. Half of my head's cut off, sorry. The last one, I kind of wish I did throw. It's a Strive, super flippy Strive. It's called a -1.3, which is hilarious. It's really understable. Amazing roller disc, and yeah. Okay, thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate everybody that decided to click on this video because you care about what's in my bag for some reason. Cool, I will catch you guys in the next one, probably sometime later this month.